Hello guys, welcome back again to another banger, another buzz, another video. Guys, finally, hey, Agama Lizard said she has decided to go chill, relax, and go out of YouTube, which I know is a lie. She cannot go 1 month without posting video on this YouTube street. And she will tell us that if we don't post about her, what are we going to eat? So if she don't post for 1 month, where is she going to get money to do her building, pay for her building, pay for mother-in-law, for the disappeared father-in-law, for the jobless husband, and for herself? And she said that she used to help Congrats Mommy. So if she go disappear from YouTube, she talk about people that do disappeared from YouTube. If other people disappeared on YouTube, at least they have other things to lay on. But if Dee Mwango disappear on YouTube, what is she going to do? And she has come and tell us with her mouth that according to Polish law, she's supposed to stay in Poland. I said, Agama, you will tell us something and you will come back and answer yourself. Even if you don't post for 1 month, I still have a lot of videos that are supposed to react about you. I will still use them if I want to entertain my people. If I don't want, I rest, I sleep. If Agama, because some of our subscribers are saying, now that they will stop posting, they will see what those useless whatsoever reactors will do or eat. Are you trying to tell me that Dee Mwango is the only person in the Marwa's compound? If she don't post, Agama will post. Marwa will post. If Marwa don't post, Salvador will post. If Salvador don't post, Gigolo Master will post. If Gigolo don't post, Congrats Mommy will post. So if Dee Mwango decided not to post, do you think that Marwa will not post? I spend them. Even if they don't post, we carry out that reaction, and we do. You understand? People think that, we are doing them because they give us what to talk about. Other content creators, they don't give us what to talk about. It's the Marwas that they do nonsense too much. So people want somebody to analyze that their nonsense. That is why we are here. Anyway, we're talking about Dee Mwango. Did I even tell you guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. And thank you so much for always supporting the real Dora of the soil. Please, if you have not liked this video, just go out, like the video, and then you come back. Okay, if you can share, you share in any way. Ministry must continue if you want the real G to be here. So let's keep moving ahead. We're talking about I'm going to play her clips, and then we're going to analyze Mayugno and Marwa. And then at the end, we say something about Mapopo. If you people don't know, Mapopo have pursued the wife, and Mapopo is living with another woman that is pregnant for him in the new house. I've talked about that. You know me, I don't like talking about those people like this too much. But at least, let me just say something. You understand? So that at least even God will know I've said something about the saga. So for now, let us go and watch Agama Lizard clip. We watch Agama Lizard clip. I don't even know which clip I should play for you guys. Should I play the one she and her husband, they are gassing? I tell you, you know why I'm bringing this clip? Because I have made a video saying that those eggs they are eating, if they blow air, farting, Agama fat her own, the husband fat her own, and the dog joined fat their own. It's a real bomb in Poland. Now Agama has come to tell us that. Guys, love wanted to kill me. She said, if they say, breathe in, you should know that real gas, real smelling eggs is coming from the nyash. Woto. Me, I tell you that I use their way to do my reaction. I'm not the one that says so. It's Agama, so you should know they can't smell. Imagine 2 dogs, Agama and the husband. And then watch also the clip where she said herself that she must stay in Poland. So for those people that always think, it's reactors. It's not reactors. I see her walking on the snow. Whoever has given her whatsoever to do, you people should continue. You all forgot when Agama Lizard said, I think in the Caribbean or where she forgot her drone. Do you people remember? I don't know whether in the Caribbean or in the US. I don't really want to say where, but she said it that she forgot her drone somewhere and she's going to buy another new drone. Now Agama has bought another drone. She's now telling people, oh, she's now working with brand. Is it not the same Agama and Marwa that said they don't want to work with brand? The same thing she did with the handbag. That tote handbag, she's walking up and down with it. When African Tigress brought and said, oh, it's a brand that gave me this bag. She went and said, oh, it's a brand that gave her this bag. All of a sudden in Poland, she's walking now only with brand. Yes, you can do it. Even me that I'm sitting there here can write emails all over for brand. But do you think that they gave her the drone free even if it is brand? They didn't give her free. Whether you people want to like it or not, Agama bought that drone herself. She bought it herself because she said it in one video that she forgot her drone and she's going to buy new one. And then she came because she has nothing to offer. They are crying, she and Marwa, every day. Oh, they said our videos are boring. Then do something. That's why you're doing live stream like, oh, sitting down and now you understand the thing go in Europe. But anyway, let us watch how they're giving each other blow, both bars with mess. With fattening prut. In fact, the husband polish after eating those 10 eggs, he go fatten prut. They didn't go smell. I don't know whether the mess used to come out from the nyash like the eggs that they are eating. But at the end of the day, let us listen. It not be my word. You people should leave me my carbon. I'm using their weight for my carbon. But like the video as we move ahead.
He made me stop because he could make fun of it. All the time I'm editing, he could say, breathe in, breathe out, even before I start editing. So he made me feel like, okay, then it's too much. So I no longer use it nowadays. So
But we use it as a joke.
But we use it as a joke for many other things. For example, should I say or not say? For example, when somebody farts, for example, I fart. Farting is normal. I just say breathe in, breathe out, and he knows what just happened. Like be ready for some, for some toxic air. So we have these codes. Sometimes you wouldn't understand what we are saying. For example, you'll hear us saying taxes time. You won't know, but we really have a lot of codes, Only the two of us can relate. Even if you understand English, you'll not understand what we're saying. So like that song, Breathe In, he made me stop using it. Now we use it for something different. I don't know if you also have codes with your partner, When I just hear him saying, breathe in, breathe out, I know something has happened. I should maybe run away or get ready. So, yeah. Yeah, I see my skish is laughing, but yeah, it's really funny for sure. You wouldn't even know what it...
You guys, that smell in that Soviet village, in that their studio apartment, that smell is from Poland to Germany. Let me tell you people, if you don't know. In that video, that girl will never learn anything. She will never learn. In that video, she's still bragging that if we don't do video, we cannot chop. If we don't talk about her, we cannot chop. We cannot pay house rent. And I begin to laugh. I said, Agama, go first and stay in a city in Poland. Or in fact, I want you to, I don't know why Poland, because Poland is even cheap. Why in Poland? I want you to go and live in Switzerland and be paying apartment in this Europe every month. Let us see if you can pay even for one room. I challenge you. Your husband is a Polish guy. He can live in Switzerland for free, right? I want you, Agama, and your husband, when you get your paper, because you are being held there in Poland. You said it with your mother, and I'm going to play the clip. Go to another European country, not Poland that is cheap, because already you have abused Ponte about Poland. Let's see how, even in Poland, you are not paying for house rent. Too. You are not paying for house rent, so you don't even know the meaning of house rent. So don't talk. If not for that studio apartment, It's like you are homeless in Poland. No? It's like you are homeless, living in one studio apartment with 2 dogs, and you are talking how your nyash is smelling every day. If you think that living in Europe is as easy as you think, why eating those eggs every day to be messing around? Imagine living, you come to look for passport to be feeding the chicken. I love the countryside. I love the countryside. Which countryside you love? If you love countryside, why you not stay for countryside for Yabohanze? You are just lost in your life. You can only talk to people that don't know you. Oh, she came back home because she doesn't want to stay in her village. Before you know it, Agama Lizard pack bags. I want to start a new life in Mombasa. Why you not stay for the countryside in Yabohanze? Because in your village, you are like an evil spirit. Nobody want to do anything with you. You understand? From Mombasa, pack bags, go to the village. From the village to Mombasa. Before you know it, I have a boyfriend. Boyfriend is coming. Before you know it, I'm in Poland. One day, I'm married. You have to stay in a countryside in Poland. You better stay there, because if you go to your village, my sister, it's like you are a frustrated idiot there in Yabohanze, because you got no friends even there. Nobody cares about you. So what about the countryside in Yabohanze? All those videos you are doing to be following countryside. Are you doing those videos to follow countryside because you love countryside? No. You are doing those countryside because you want helpless people. You want where you'll be seen as better than the other people. It's not about you love countryside. No, you want to go to those poor areas so that the people will worship you, so that the people will see you, that you are something bigger than them. That is your goal. But in Europe, who cares? Whether you are in a countryside or you are where you are living, all I know is that if you want to live there in Europe that you are living, you talk about Europe, not that stupid soup you cook and you were. Come and see how Jamaicans bosu basa. Hey, I forgot this one though. And she's still deceiving herself. That is how Marwa deceiving himself. That, oh, Jamaicans, just if one Jamaica, just go Jamaican, just go there, right? Empress, you are our empress in Jamaica. Because of these views, because she has nothing to offer, you don't know how to cook, is the reality. That is what Jamaican people told you. I'm not even here to read the in fact, guys, do you know something? She off her comment section. The comment section, she put it only for subscribers and for members. On top of it, the comment that subscribers gave her is real boss. They told her that leave Jamaican rice and pea alone. They told her that thing you were cooking is poto. It's not Jamaican rice and pea. Cook it and don't mention Jamaican name inside. Because she has nothing to offer people in Poland. At least we have the ginger to ginger people. Do you think if it is those your boring videos alone that I just carry, I don't put my ginger, you think people will sit down and watch it and enjoy it? No. So you see, it's not all about your videos. So after she looked for content, she didn't see content anywhere. She went and telling people, I'm cooking rice and pea. Somebody that's cooking and be heating the tomatoes like this, like they don't have blender. She will put tomatoes in the pot and onions, and she will be eating it. She will be hitting it with a wooden spoon like that. Who cook like that? Do you know how to cook, Agama? Do you know how to cook? You don't know how to cook. It's the reality. Or in fact, we are many that don't know how to cook. But I cannot come on camera. And she's now, oh, I cook it my own way. That's what she was telling Jamaicans. So, how do you come to my channel to tell me I don't know how to cook rice and pea? I cook it my way. Why should it bother you? You cook it your own way. Why didn't you cook it and eat it in your house? Why did you cook it and put it that people should see? If you are cooking it for yourself and your way, and you don't want anybody to criticize it, you know, baby girl, cook it for yourself. Jamaicans give her real boss bass. Guys, in fact, go and give her the view and watch that video, or just read the comment and see what these are so-called love subscribers that love her back to back from Jamaica told her to leave her hands from Jamaican rice and pea. They told her, don't ever mention that water. That Agama was cooking water. She was cooking poto, and she was calling it Jamaican rice and pea. That is not Jamaican rice and pea. Remove your hand and leave Jamaican people alone. Now, let us go and watch this clip. If I see that Jamaican rice and pea, I will still put them for you people later. But let us watch the video where Agama Lizard, somebody just asked her innocently. But these people say, I don't know why people are asking Agama when she want to go back home. Go and do what at home? She's married and she has to stay in Poland. I played the video yesterday. If you have not watched my yesterday's video, go and watch it. My last video before this one. If she don't stay in Poland for good 3 years, she'll be deported back to Kenya. If she don't stay with that man, she do any movement, she will not get that thing she's looking for in Poland. So no matter what, that suffering, she says she had to suffer. She will suffer and back to back. So let's listen to what she has to say to that innocent person that just asked her, when are you going home? Agama paragulating. It's not in my power. Even if it is in my power, you cannot go home now. You don't have papers to go home now. Tell people the truth. It's the reality in Europe. You are not the first one. Whether you will be the second, it happened to almost everybody. You need, in fact, especially if you have submitted your document and you are asking, you are applying to have the stay, not the permanent stay, the one you'll be renewing every maybe 1 year stay. Before the 3 years, you'll be renewing temporary. So if you have applied newly like this, you know if you go anywhere till they finish the process. So let's listen to Agama. Like the video, guys, please. And thank you for everything. So let's chill. Let's watch.
Dee, are you going back home? I've answered this question so many times. To be honest with you, I don't know when I'll be going back home. And anyways, I don't have a baby that I'm supposed to breastfeed back home. Like, Yani, this is just a simple way to mean I don't have anything so urgent that I need to go home for, really. And just on a better note, I don't know when I'm going home. I don't know. I just don't know. And also at the same time, I'm not in a rush. You know, guys, life has changed. Life has changed. Life has changed. Life is not the way it used to be. When I still used to live with my parents or whatever, life was different. But right now, I have to be here. I have to be here, and that's the reality. I cannot be home so much. And just apart from wanting to be at home, the reality is, according to the Polish law, I have to spend more time in Poland than anywhere else in the world. You get me clear? So it's not if I want, it's law. So, and I'm okay with that. I have to be here more than any other place. So still it's fine. I have no choice in that. I have to follow the law, and at the same time life has changed. I have to embrace the change and all that. I'll be going home as a visitor or for vacation or whichever. But I have to be here longer than anywhere else in the world. That's the truth.
Guys, I want to ask a question. No, me is only question I want to ask. Why is it that she's always aggressive? When you ask her something at the end of the day, she's going to answer that thing even extra, because this question the person asks her, when are you going home? But before she answer with the extra answering, she has to be aggressive. At the end of the day, I don't have any baby. We knew that you don't have baby in Yabohanze. And I asked myself, I said, is it not the same Agama who came and said she might go home or she will be going home to check on her building or to change her name? It's the same woman. That's why sometimes I ask myself, do they really speak or talk just to make content? Just for the content of that day, because they post every day and they have to say anything they will have to say for that. Because if she says something, she forget. She will forget that she has said that, and she will change the mouth and say another different thing. And I begin to ask myself, is she suffering from something or something is wrong with her? If you understand this her clip, okay, I'm not in a position to go home right now. And maybe, okay, I want to go home But the Polish law is not allowing me to go home. I have to stay in Poland. At the same time, you are telling people, you have to stay in Poland. If you don't stay in Poland, you will not be given that permit that you are looking for in Poland. So you have to live in Poland. It's what you are trying to tell people, that at the moment, you have to be in Poland. So why not just answer the person, now, my hands are tied. Why must you always be so aggressive to your followers? That is why you are losing it. Your brother is losing it. Check it out. Nobody need to tell you, because you don't need to treat people. Just ask you. They did not insult you. They did not abuse you. They did not say any bad thing to you. It's just your fans, your subscribers. Because your comment section was, or your chat was for only subscribers. So which means the person that is asking you that question is your subscriber. When you answer the person so aggressive, the person will go back and take their subscription, because the people that watch you, whether negative or positive, they make you who you are. But that is what you refuse to understand. Imagine somebody who call herself a big YouTuber, a big content creator, an influencer, or whatsoever you want to say it, talking and be holding the mic for how many hours? Do you see that you are mad in the head? Do you see that you are mad in the head? Me, the Black BBTV, I can't do, even we small YouTubers that you call us, we can't do that. I cannot be holding microphone for 1 hour, 2 hours and be talking to people. That is being just foolish. This is a content creator that will tell people that give me 300 euros to give you master class. But you yourself, you need a master class from the Black BBTV. So how much are you going to pay me with all the master class I'm giving you? All these master classes I'm giving you about your Poland, how to live in Europe. Are you going to pay me for that master class? Because your head is empty. What do you have to offer people? How to go and marry one day in Poland after meeting a man? Or which master class do you want to give people? So you see, when her subscribers are talking to her, she's so aggressive, no respect, talk to people anyhow. Just because she's almost 500,000 subscribers. It's not about the subscription. It's not about the subscribers you are having. It's about what you offer. And now you have nothing to offer. That is why you are trying to run away. And you are lying to people. I pray for you. Do work with the brand. Saying that, oh, before I do my video, the brand require that, oh, I must make the videos and send to them. They must see the videos before. Agama, your laugh or your shame, now they shaming me. Continue living in this misery, in this dream that you are just living into. But try to learn to respect your subscribers so that they will not be running away to all the reactors. It's a master class I'm giving you, because you are pursuing your subscribers. You are sending them out. Look at how Jamaicans dealt with you. Boss bass. Oh, you're cooking Jamaican rice and pea. Why you did not cook ugali, your beans, what you know most? You did not cook your ugali, your beans, your sweet potatoes. They are all over in Europe. Even if they are very soft, you can buy them like that and eat and say you are cooking Kenyan food. No, you are looking for views. You want to gather people. You want to use Jamaicans. You still want to continue to use Jamaicans. Because you know, once you say that Jamaica, oh, she's making something from our country. You come and carry water, poto, and be cooking and telling people you're cooking Jamaican rice and pea for international TV. And people begin to say, oh, is that how Jamaicans are cooking their rice and pea? And she turn, I'm learning, blah, blah. Look at you. Anyway, guys, please kindly like the video of the Black BBTV, the real G. Subscribe to the channel. And yeah, let us move ahead. 21,000, 22,000, 23,000, 24,000. We move ahead. You know, we will grow. But slow but steady. That is how we call it. We bring quality content. We take the boring content and make it no more boring. We'll collect those boring vlogs. I will go bang at them. And they will become sweetest of all sweetest in my carbon. I see them. I see they sweet in my belly.
What I'm going to say. You didn't put a scotch bonnet in the rice and peas. My mom is Jamaican. I told her she should start a reactor channel. Well, if you want your mom to start a reactor channel, what can I do? Let your mom be a reactor. But it really doesn't make sense. You get vexed because of how I cook. I mean, I'm cooking for myself. I'm not cooking for you or your family either. You know how could you vex over my cooking? Like, are you even crazy? Sometimes I go through the comments and I just laugh. I just laugh loud from my bed and just laugh like so loud. And also I'm going to turn this part of, if you have to comment, you must have to subscribe. Like, I mean, you get vexed about my cooking. Like, how dare you get vexed about my cooking? I'm not cooking for your husband or for your family or for you. It's my cooking. And I told you, I'm not a professional chef. I'm just doing my thing. If you feel like I'm not cooking right, get in the kitchen and cook right on my behalf. Like, what do you mean? Like, give me a break. Are you even crazy? Somebody gets so vexed that they have to tell their mother to be a reactor to react on my cooking. Come on. Like, it's unbelievable. It's crazy. Not only her, but this is on a serious note, okay? Let's get to the latest video that I posted. Okay.
You see, guys, that is where the problem comes in. It's just like me telling you, you are doing something for yourself. She's telling the people not to criticize her videos. Oh, you are angry, you are vexed, because of the rice. I am cooking for myself. No, you are not cooking for yourself. Because if you are cooking for yourself and your husband and your family, you cook it in a private way and chop it. But once you cook it and brought it online to tell people that this is Jamaican rice you are cooking, rice and pea, you are not cooking. Once you put something here, of course you are not. People can criticize you. Don't wait for only positive. For me, I told people that if you want to correct me in a way that it will not, no, don't abuse me if the person did not abuse you. You understand? But when somebody start telling you are jealous, you are wicked, you are evil, the person can correct you in a very good manner and say, okay, this one is not like that. So if you are cooking rice and pea, if you want to come here and fry 10, 20 eggs in a day, or you fry 30 eggs in a day, and you feel like you are doing it for yourself, then do it in private. Don't think that you want to do it to use people to get views, and you don't want them to criticize it, positive or negatively. People have to say something. And don't say, you are vexing the way I'm cooking. What is the essence of a cook channel on YouTube? If you are cooking on YouTube, that means that recipe you are cooking, you are trying to cook it to show people that will wish to cook that kind of dish. So if you think you are cooking for yourself, you are making a big mistake. You are cooking for anybody. Now somebody can say, oh, today let me go and cook Jamaican rice and pea. Where can I get the recipe? If they type it, your video might appear because that is the title you gave your video, cooking Jamaican rice and pea. And then the person click on your video and then see, and the person say, is that how Jamaicans are cooking poto as rice and pea? People begin to wonder. And you said people shouldn't criticize it because you are cooking it for Peter of Petrotos. Is it the one that denied Jesus? He will soon deny you 10 times. Not only 3 times. So he said you don't need polish paper. So that is the video. You see, when I tell them that use wisdom when you are talking, you say, why will you be angry? I'm cooking it for myself and my family. If you are cooking for yourself and your family, leave it in your house and don't bring it on social media. You see, me, I don't know how to cook. You understand? So if I'm cooking my poto for my family, because my poto, at least my family, they will manage and chop. Your children will chop no matter the kind of poto you cook. You understand? But when you bring it in public to people to see, it's like you are bringing out a recipe that you want people. Recipe. See, I'm listening with German. You know, you are bringing out this recipe that you want people to cook it. So it's not for yourself, Agama Lizard. That is, by the way, guys. Now I want us to look into Mayugno and Marwa. I'm not going to put any clips. I'm just going to speak how I feel between Mayugno and Marwa. And that is why I also brought Mapopo in this video today. If you have been watching this YouTube stream, because a lot of people I know, they are new to my channel. But with time, you people will understand what is going on and what has been happening. But people that are old to the carbon, people that are old to this reaction or watching Marwa or Dee Mwango, because a lot of subscribers from them are now back to my carbon. They are now members of my carbon. Is the reality. So those old members, they understand how the thing go. You know the story of Mayugno and Mapopo. How Mayugno, when Marwa was building his house, Marwa was using Mayugno. Let me tell you people, if you have not been watching, you will not understand. Marwa used Mayugno. I know a lot of people say Marwa helped Mayugno. They help each other. It is the reality. Marwa was using Mayugno to build the swamp. Mayugno was building the swamp. How much was Marwa paying Mayugno a day? Maybe $3. Is the truth. Some of the days, he will not even pay Mayugno, especially the time he opened YouTube channel. For Mayugno, yes, Mayugno was a poor boy, village boy with Mapopo. They could not speak English. Even Mapopo is still struggling today. I'm even surprised how they expressed themselves when Mayugno came to this YouTube street the first time. You guys know. So after Marwa made Mayugno, I will not say Marwa made Mayugno who he is. Mayugno, people love Mayugno for who he is, and they subscribe to his channel because even Marwa used Mayugno to get views. Those days, people watch Marwa because of Mayugno, because Mayugno was like making drama, making fun, speaking his nonsense English, and people in the Western world always wanted to watch Mayugno, or wanted to watch Marwa's video anytime Mayugno is in Marwa's video. So Marwa was getting a lot of views using Mayugno. He opened Mayugno's channel because he has already used Mayugno back to back. Mayugno was so loyal to him, doing everything that Marwa wanted him to do. To the extent Marwa started calling Mayugno his first son. If your son do you something, are you going to deny your son and say no to your son? Marwa had a very wicked and unforgiving heart. He want to use people. And when he used these people, he always say, without him, there will be no YouTube in Yabohanze. Yes, we don't want to forget the fact that he's the one that brought YouTube to help the youth of his community. But when you want to empower the youth of your community with something, you want to empower them so that they become something in the future. You understand? You are not empowering them for them to be your property, for them to be your slaves, for them to remain under you. You have to realize that somebody must be more than you one day. But Marwa tried to manipulate these boys and manipulate these people because he feels he's the owner of YouTube in his village. Like YouTube belongs to him. Even some of his village people, before they post video, if Marwa is at home, Dee Mwango is at home, before they post video, they have to ask Marwa and Dee Mwango before posting their own content. Or they have to wait for Marwa to post his content, wait for Dee Mwango, post her content, or a Gigolo Master to post their content before they will be able to post their own content. So these people, it's good that you bring this empowerment for this youth in your community, but you have to realize that they must not be under you or your slaves forever. They also have their yes or no. They also have their ego. They also have to move ahead. So now we're stopping like on Mayugno. We're talking about Mayugno now. Nobody could believe that Marwa is going to do something like this to Mayugno. You understand? To the extent of telling Mayugno, or when he sees somebody with Mayugno, he will stop communication. That is wickedness. That is being a slave master. That is how I feel. And that is how I see the case. Because if Marwa has problem with one boy or a family in his village, he will try to tell the whole people to stay away from that particular person. That if he sees you with that person, you too, you become his enemy. Now, he wants everybody to be Mayugno's enemy, which is not right and which is not good. But that is not the first time. He do it for everybody. And he will even do it for Salvador if she comes out to say she has nothing to do with Marwa. Or if Salvador is no more with Marwa, Marwa will do it. As long as you are not Dee Mwango, his blood, he will tell people to leave you, unsubscribe, and they shouldn't have anything to do with you. If he sees somebody with you, he will tell the person he is done. Now, Marwa came to tell us that Mayugno is his son. Any win, Mayugno's win, Marwa take it like he's the one. If not for him, Mayugno will not achieve that. Mayugno bought a car. What did Mayugno do? Mayugno went straight to Marwa's house to go and show Marwa his car. Marwa took all the praises. That is he. That because of him, Mayugno is like that. If you think you bring somebody on YouTube and the person did not work, do you think the person will get the money? No. You open YouTube channel for the person, you shout out for the person. The rest of the work is the person doing it. And let me tell you something, one thing I have observed. After Mayugno left Marwa, Mayugno started getting more views when he was in that cult. I'm not saying that they will not reconcile because it is them that know themselves. I'm just talking at the moment how I see it and how I feel. Mayugno went and showed Marwa praises. Marwa want Mayugno to remain down in him. Now, according to what I heard, that Dee Mwango want to buy a land and Mayugno connive with another boy, while the family already said they don't want to sell it to Dee Mwango and they sold it to the friend of Mayugno. Now this guy, Buddha, whatsoever they call him, they are so close friends with Mayugno. And what did Marwa do? Guys, if you have not been watching, this is exactly what Marwa did the first time with Mapopo and Mayugno. Mapopo and Mayugno, they were very close friends. And when Marwa had little misunderstanding with Mapopo, he tried to separate Mapopo and Mayugno. It's not nice. If he's the boss, he should behave like the real boss. Now, Dee Mwango on her side, she has used Mayugno. They have used Mayugno in that family back to back because Mayugno always behave like a fool to them. Anything they ask Mayugno to do, Mayugno will do it for them. If Dee Mwango comes home, she's always with Mayugno. She has nobody in that village apart from Mayugno. Mayugno like is the biggest slave. To the extent they encourage Mayugno to leave his village in Tanzania and come and buy property in Kenya because Marwa want to be in control of everything. Mayugno decided and said, okay, my boss, followed Marwa even though he's not a Kenyan, and he knows that if he's not a Kenyan, a property that he will buy in Kenya is not his own and will never belong to him forever. And at the same time, he cannot buy property with his name in Kenya and use Marwa's name to buy all his properties. If I'm not mistaken, please pardon me and correct me. That is how Marwa encouraged Mayugno to come build in Kenya, leaving his Tanzanian village and do everything. At the end of the day, Marwa want Mayugno to remain a slave and remain under him. He don't want to see Mayugno bigger than him. This is how that family, Dee Mwango, Marwa, they use Mayugno. Mayugno cannot remain a fool forever, no. Mayugno say enough is enough. This guy that they sold this land is my very close friend. And you are telling me that anybody that goes to this boy just because they sold a land that they refused to sell to your sister and sold it to this boy. Now you want Mayugno to be an enemy. That is why how he has cooked Gitriba. And where is did you see any progress? Nobody is even helping Gitriba. Gitriba is not getting any help from nowhere. He's just under Marwa as a slave forever. And Marwa will never want to see Gitriba going ahead. He will always want these boys to be under him, to remain the boss. Now the guys are also moving on. And Mayugno is someone that is very fast. Even his music alone, if he really gets somebody that can help him, Mayugno will go far. And that thing is giving Marwa a sleepless night. Remember the time Dee Mwango took Mayugno, pay flight for Mayugno, carry Mayugno and was using Mayugno. We thought, or you people thought, that Dee Mwango was doing this out of love to Mayugno. That family will never do anything out of love for you. She was doing it because attention and people were liking Mayugno. And attention was on Mayugno. So if they use Mayugno, they get views. And that is why when she came back, she used Mayugno to travel to Mombasa and pay that flight ticket for Mayugno. Nothing goes for nothing. That's why I say if you have not been watching these people, you will not understand and you will not know where to put your hand. But that is how they did to Mayugno. But you know my joy? I don't want Mayugno and Marwa to be enemies. But let me tell you guys, I'm so happy that Mayugno has realized he can be on his own and he can be a man of his own. He must not be a slave or under somebody to move ahead in life. And that is what is happening to Mayugno right now. That is what I should have analyzed it more to you people to understand the saga between Marwa and Mayugno. All in all, what I have to say is that Mayugno has taken the right decision. If Marwa want me to leave my friends, then let it be. I will not let him go. I can be on my own. The saga did not start today. If you have been watching them, it's just pretend. It started even before Mayugno bought that car. You were not seeing Mayugno in the swamp again. And you remember, anytime Agama Lizard comes home, you will see her with Mayugno. But the last time she started coming home, Mayugno was nowhere to be seen. And people were even asking, where is Mayugno? Where is Mayugno? And nobody could tell people where Mayugno is. They use Mayugno to their satisfaction. They use Mayugno to build that swamp. They use Mayugno to do a lot of things. At the end of the day, they dumped him. That's why I always tell you guys, you can never be a friend to the Marwas. Because no matter how close you are to them, they don't care about you. They don't care. They only care about their YouTube, what they get from people, the money they will bake, and that is all. So no matter what you have been doing for them, it's useless. Tomorrow, if you do something small, they will kick you out. That is what they did to Mayugno. Marwa started becoming jealous of Mayugno when he was with his fake Muzungu, Salvador, and Mayugno was following one white woman to the other. And Marwa always complained, Mayugno, you're not supposed to do that. Mayugno, no, Mayugno, that. Because he knows exactly that he could not get those women, that they were following the Mayugno. And then coupled with it, from nowhere, Mayugno brought a car, that he has bought a car. And before you know it, it's not because of that boy alone that bought that land that make Marwa to deny Mayugno. It is not only that. It is the jealousy is already there. But you can't help people. And you want them to remain the way they are. And it baffles me, guys, let me tell you something. When people were reacting good about Mayugno, I mean in the side of Marwa, oh, Mayugno like this, oh, Mayugno like that. Mayugno has become a devil to them. Now, tell me, is that one a good association? That you are together with people, they see you, they clap for you today. If you just say something, you want to feel yourself, you want to be you want to be who you are, everybody will run away from you, from that camp. That is like a secret call. You are not supposed to go to the other place. You are not supposed to go to the other place. It's not nice. That is how I see the oppressed small YouTubers in Yabohanze that are reacting or they are making videos about Marwa. They don't want any other person outside that their witchcraft group to come. If you come, they will pursue those people for those children. Marwa is not there to be worshipped. He's not God. So allow people to live their free life. That's by the way, right, guys? Now let us jump into Mapopo. I'm going to read something for you guys. We all know, guys, that Mapopo came here, sent the wife cried, and Mapopo wife came and they deceived people, or they came that they have reconciled. And then again, all of a sudden, Mapopo is living with another woman in the house that subscribers built for him. Let me read this thing, and after I read it, I will try to say something. It might be hard for you to understand her because she does not speak much English. That's Mapopo's wife. She's telling everyone the real truth that Mapopo, he has another wife living with him at his new house, and she's pregnant. He has children with other women, and he's not taking care of any of his children or the mothers of the children. In this video, it shows the mother of child Karen picking her up. Meanwhile, Mapopo was trying to say it was his and Nema's daughter together. That means Mapopo has the children with other women. And then that Carol that is saying here is the woman that has been controlling Mapopo. The woman from the US who is contributing to Mapopo's house is the one who has been controlling Mapopo, who has even Mapopo want to go to toilet. It is this subscriber. Mapopo cannot do anything without that woman, Carol. Let me finish reading before I explain to you guys. That Carol that controls everything that Mapopo does is his biggest problem. She's one of his sponsors. She's trying to say that Nema is lying. Nema has been living with her parents in the village for a while now, while Mapopo is lying to all of his subscribers that everything is all right with him and his family. His wife and children are suffering so much while he already has another wife and she is pregnant with his child. Tell me, how can Mapopo? I said it and people don't want to understand. That's why I don't like reacting on these small YouTubers in Yabohanze, because what do you gain? It's just you are promoting them. But this one, I just want to say something because somebody sent me this thing. I have already reacted on Mapopo before about this same problem and this same woman, Carol, who has been doing everything. Even if Mapopo went to sleep with his wife, this other woman, Carol, must know. I have talked a lot, but people don't want to listen. People don't want to understand what those people do in their villages. The shenanigan, marrying different women. You Western women should stay out of people's family because you have done or you are doing more damage than helping these people in Yabohanze. It is the reality. You will come and see a man and a woman marrying, and then you come because you are helping the person to build a house, and you are now controlling or taking over what is happening in the person's house. There's one comment. I saw that that woman, that same woman, her name. Let me see. Yeah, this is the woman. I took. They sent me also the comment, and for me personally, I didn't find it correct. A woman somewhere is controlling what another man and woman doing in their own matrimonial home is very, very wrong. This woman said, Carol Trimba, that is the name of the woman here. She said, for the second, Mapopo always take care of his children. How do you know Mapopo always take care of his children? The person that is living with Mapopo in the house is saying Mapopo is doing nothing. And you are not living with them in the village. You are living somewhere. And you are telling people, you are stopping people. You are stopping the woman. You went to woman videos where she's expressing herself. And you are telling them that Mapopo always take care of his children. And the wife is complaining as a woman. You are not supposed to do that. Though. Are you going there to be the third wife of Mapopo? And then she said, however, Jacqueline, are you people listening to know how these people are so wicked? And they are causing a lot of havoc to these Yabohanze boys. This is what this Caroline said. She said, however, Jacqueline is not his daughter. Jacqueline is not his daughter. Jacqueline is the daughter of the wife of Mapopo. Now she's telling the whole world that this Jacqueline that Mapopo is taking care of, or this Jacqueline that is together with Mapopo, the Jacqueline is not Mapopo's daughter. It's from another man. What is your problem? When Mapopo married this woman, guys, we know their story with Mayugno. When they were nothing, when they were so poor, walking on the street with nothing. When my papa was living in that one room or how many room with Mayugno in the same compound. When Mayugno, when my papa married this wife, is it Nema they call her, and married her with a child, you were not there. So why you are coming down online to tell people, after all, the baby is not my papa's baby? You see how some of these people, the so-called sponsors, in fact, I don't know, I always say, maybe they are lonely somewhere and they are looking for a way to control. If you are helping somebody, it doesn't mean that you should interfere in their relationship that had to do with their kids. Because my papa knew exactly that this Jacqueline wasn't his own daughter. And he went ahead to marry this woman with this child. So you from Western world or whatsoever, or where you come from, to help my papa build a house, what is your own if this child is not my papa's child? I'm just asking, no. Let us go. It's not my papa's daughter. After all these years, he thought she was his daughter, only to know now. How did he thought it was his daughter? And now he don't know that is not his daughter. You see how these people, these Western women, wallahi, some of them, I don't want to say all. If you know how thunder is going to fire some of you, you will not believe it. Leave these boys and their family. Leave them. They are living their life peacefully. You bring money and be putting sugar in their mouth and then control whatsoever they do in their homes. It's not nice. It's not nice. Mama Jacqueline just told him she is for another man. People need to stay out of his personal life. People need to stay out of his personal life. But you are the one who knows Mapopo's personal life more than his wife. I'm asking, are you in a relationship with Mapopo or you are just his sponsor? People should stay out of their life, but you are inside their life. Even if my papa want to go to toilet, you knows the time. It's not nice. You build house for my papa to help him with his family. But after you finish building the house, my papa cannot go to that house with his family. He went and carried another new woman, impregnated her, and took that new woman to that house you built, that he suffered with his wife, even though she did not give money. But she was cooking for him when he was going for the work. She was doing other things in the house when he was not there. And now he finished building the house that all of them as family are supposed to enjoy. He went and took another woman somewhere, gave Bele. That means Mapopo also is a cheater. He has been cheating on his wife. That is why he impregnated someone. So why didn't you blame Mapopo? You are blaming the wife that she brought a child that is not Mapopo's child. What about Mapopo, who is having children all over? Let us always be having conscience when we are doing something. You understand? People need to stay out of his personal life and let him straighten things out. Mama Jacqueline is not a victim or innocent. Mapopo is also not a victim nor innocent. You understand? So everything Mapopo is doing in his life, it is this woman. Then the person said, do you know that Mapopo has not done one say? Do you know that Mapopo hasn't had one say in his own home was going to be built? Absolutely nothing. Not the design of the house, the color of the house, absolutely nothing. The house has been built, painted, and all exactly how Carol Tremble wanted it. Sometimes I wonder if her and Mapopo have something going on. Probably not, but it makes you wonder the way she controls his entire life. It's absolutely crazy. It is crazy. It's the reality. You just sit there like this, like a gunki. And then a woman somewhere, she's not only the sponsor that is sponsoring Mapopo's house. There are also other sponsors that are sponsoring Mapopo's house. But this woman is the one. Mapopo cannot say anything as a man in his house. Did you hear? It is not me. This woman, Caroline Tremble or whatsoever, is the one controlling Mapopo's life. Mapopo cannot do anything. Me, the Black BBTV, I cannot do anything. And I don't even like to do this kind of reaction. But I just had to say something because somebody said, please, Bibi, say something about it. If not, I wouldn't say. But because personally, I see this thing for me, it's nonsense. You can't be helping somebody to build a house and the children or the wife cannot enjoy it, and you manipulate the person, and everything the person does in his house, you are the one to take the decision, a woman somewhere. You see, sometimes it's even good for you to be in your poverty and have your peace than having all this money. They have brought catastrophe in Yabohanze, I used to say it. Because of the money they give to these boys. These boys don't even have respect for their wives, for their women. We all know that Yabohanze men, they are used to marrying a lot of women. But as YouTube came in, it became so rampant that the men begin to see themselves like there's something. Just like Mapopo, look at it. Mapopo, who was nothing to write home about. It's now Mapopo, a woman somewhere is controlling, giving money, and has to tell you how you got married to your wife and she came with another baby and you thinking it's your baby and not your baby, and so on and so forth. How about women? Women, is it frustration? Is it boringness or whatsoever I don't know what to call it. Is it depression? What is wrong with you people, with these boys in Yabohanze? That's what I just want to ask. Why can't you leave these boys and their families? Let them live the way they used to live in their catastrophe, because you cannot correct them. You are making things worse. You are scattering them more and more. And this Mapopo wife, she came, Nema, do video, trying to tell people what her husband is doing to her. The other time, Mapopo come and manipulate her. And she said, okay, they are coming together. After coming together, before you know it, everything. I don't know who Carol Tremble is. I don't have anything against you. But sister, I want you to think if it is good. It's good to help somebody, to support somebody in one way or the other. But is it good to control even when he wants to sleep with his wife? I'm asking, is it good? All these Yabohanze boys you are seeing, they are married. That is how Judy Mayo didn't plan to do her video. She was trying to hijack Ian. If you don't know, one Ian that is following Marawa in the ass. Ian, you see him like a small boy like that. But Ian already has a wife and children. And Judy Mayo, lonely in the UK, was thinking already she have a husband in Marawa's village. Or he's not from Marawa's village, but in Kenya. He's always also in Yabohanze. So you see, she was thinking she has a husband, only to discover that Ian is having 2 children. But now it is a Jamaican woman who has taken over, building that house for Ian. But Ian is married. That is how they destroy these boys. And they will begin to treat their wives and children like animals. Anyway, guys, that is by the way. I didn't plan to really, but I had to say something. Thank you. If you have not liked the video, kindly like the video. Subscribe to the channel, support the channel, and then we move ahead. We'll see you again in another video, and have a wonderful time. See you. Bye-bye. I love you all.
D and JB Adventures.
She says she don't want to the whole wide world. From Lagos to London, Paris to Jamaica. But still they squat back home for village. No shame, just vibes.
Yeah. Why she they ask me if I get Lamborghini? Why she know ask them Zungu if he get Lamborghini? Tell me, black man no show up and salary slip, but white man fit come with expired trip. He no fine, he no fresh, he be uncle. Still she dey post and say to love, be humble. Oh why, my sister, why? You dey fall under open sky.
She meets me first question, how much you they make? Like love now something where they boil for cake. She no ask if I'm kind or if I feel brave. Just you get to ride, you they pop rose. But when them Zungu show with torn jeans and flat chest, she smile like say she win best actress. He gets belly, him head, body, breath smell. But she go say he treats me well, I fit tell. She know they care if he sleep for a hostel, as long as him skin they white like postel. I swear, I go no mention her name, but she did, and she's a demon in the game.
If you ask me if I get land or car, but Zungu go walking and you go call I'm star. No shade, but not
Oh, I have my huge white meat here.
Ask me if I get Lamborghini. Bam. But she know ask them Zungu if he get Lamborghini. I still they grind, I still they rise. But white man fi just show and collect price. He no find me no shop with the wrinkle. Still she they worship I'm like miracle. Oh why, my sister, why? Your value why, but you sell and dry.
She no post black love, say no trend, but she go kiss white shoe and call am friend. She dey use race as bait for fame. Same trick, same clickbait game.
Her people they rise, but she they fall. Because she won't reach her soul for more. Validation they sweet, but truths they bitter. Yourself hate na deep, and need they Twitter. Yeah. African we know they fake your crown. No, let's not call or drag you down. We they build, we they grow, we they shine. Don't let inferiority bend your spine. Why she they ask me if I get Lamborghini? Now real wild, she know ask the Zungu if he get Lamborghini. She say love now white and bright like ceiling, but always seen her trauma, she's revealing. We no find, we no swear.